shit. Knock that over. Alright, moving on to the map we played last night. Fringe. I remember you physically said, some of these call outs are, and it's just, and that's the same thing, like, you're going to get there in time, and it's like, it's key is communication. Like, you have the gun skill, and that will sharpen over time. Playing kids of this level, it'll come. Like, it's a guarantee. I know you have good gun skill, but this is call outs, anything. And that's the thing is, if you don't know a call, it's gonna fucking affect some shit. But if you just see something, like I even heard you last night calling random shit out, but it's like we know the map so well that we know sometimes what you're fucking talking about. Okay, this is backs. We obviously last night you saw we won on this map. We push B. Primarily, we push B. It's so this is our back spawn. I mean, kids can get here from behind. This is our dome or sphere, anything you want to call it. Obviously, we got grandmas, silos, or any of these silos back here. I mean, if we call silos, they are in this general vicinity. I guess you would call this back train. Anything back here, just like blue van. If you see stuff, I mean, we know pretty much your go. I wouldn't call blue van in this situation. I either call side grandmas, back grandmas, or dome. Like, he's back dome, he's back dome. And, we have the idea. You don't have to do the minuscule shit, but sometimes you'll hear us say stuff like that, where it's like, oh, he's blue car. Last night, I remember on Stronghold, I called orange car and red truck, and you fucking kind of knew exactly what I was talking about. And, like, the little call-outs like that, like, they'll get better over time. I would just call this, I mean, it's so hard with the amount of white trucks here, but I would call this, like, tracks truck or, like, white truck on tracks. Anything as quick as possible to get out. Obviously, we have tracks here. Anything tracks. I mean, you can wall ride anywhere in here. You can hide on back. If you see him, he's back train. It depends on where you are. Once again, like, defense, it's common sense, but, like, you see him, he's back train. He's just strafing with you, And you know where he is now. There's no need. You can put a couple shots in him, and you're probably not going to kill him, but you know where he is, and now you can rotate. Like, last night, we got caught up on tracks. We just made a full flank to A. Once again, this is tin cut. We call this tin cut. Other teams may call it something else. We have the mid trucks here. I would just call them mid trucks. I would not delve into the white of them. I would just call them mid trucks. Like, this would be our mid truck. You can head glitch this. Great little spot, but kids from D's can see you. So I'd be like, this is our mid truck. And then they have their mid truck. Kids do sit here, hiding, especially in hardpoint. You do see it in S&D. They'll just hang out fucking right here, and they can see you pop out, and you're dead. This is our white truck. We don't tend to play on this often because you are in a pretty bad position, because you really can't, unless you have a sniper or an AR, you're really fucked over here, but kids do it all the time. So if we're on defense, we're calling this out. This is white truck. Let's work our way B. Get this fucking shit going. I'm trying to make this go a little quicker. So we have tracks here. Anything in trains, tracks, whatever. We call this track room. You call it side room. We tend to call it tracks room. It's pretty fucking universal in what we say. So yeah, once again, like I showed you, dude, like, they can see you from up here, and if you can just strafe this, like, that kid can be sitting right behind that train, that truck right there, or you can see his head, peeking out right there. Now, from in tracks, kids can be, and this is what we call wood cut, or wood, or lumber. Anything with wood, we know that this is this area right here. Kids do sit in this corner. They can sit legit on the outside of this fucking door. They can sit in this corner. Now, those corners, at a point, it doesn't really matter. If he's in wood, like you called him out last night, I think he's in the corner. Yeah, he's in one of these corners. He could be on this side in the corner. We would just call this whole area wood. And, from wood, you can sit out here. Kids, when they tend to plant bomb and they get scared, they sit in corners. And they don't rap a lot. They sit in corners. So we call this whole area wood. If we see him over here, you can call wood yellow barrel. He's wood yellow barrel, just head glitching. And like that, you see our opposite yellow barrel, and we call that jump wall. I will go back to there later. So yeah, B-bomb. Like you see, we won this map last night. Plant, usually we can jump up into here, or, you get scared, you can sit down here if we have help. Back here. And like what I'd like you to do, I know Brando told you to push up here. I don't think that's a great position for you to be in, especially starting GBs. I'd rather you sit back turbine. You can sit back here. You can fucking just fuck with them. jumping, and all you're trying to do in this situation, like, yeah, if they push through, you can get the kill, but you can scare them back. You can, like, if you just, just jumping, just peeking, you can scare them back. So I'd rather you sit, and we call this turbine. You can sit back turbine. If I know he's here, I'm like, yo, I'll call him turbine, and he's on this one. There is a far back turbine you can creepily sit in. Great spot. I'd call this back turbine and front turbine, but most likely if you hear turbine, it's this one because, you can hide behind this side, and sometimes when I push up the bomb, I hide over here. Now, I can just keep peeking out there for bomb. It's a great spot for anybody to get into, right here, and they could legit just be right there. Okay, back barn. Another turbine. This is rarely used. I would just, instead of calling this, I would call it back rock. Even if he's right there, I'd call this back rock. Another good spot to play. If Brando's top barn, you could sit back here and you can see all of tracks pretty much. Now, you can't see tracks room and you can't see wood, but it still puts us in a good position where you're not really going to get picked. You can just watch, and that's pretty much what S&D is about, is just putting yourself in a position to see and now alert the team, and now we know where to go. So anywhere back here is back barn. I would say back barn jump, if he's up here, back barn jump up. We know, stairs, they can sit down in here. Everything is in here is pretty self-explanatory. You'd be like, yo, he's barn stairs. Top window is right here. Side window, back jump. Pushing out. So pretty much on, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. I would just, in these situations, these little things, I would just call, like back box, barn, behind barn, somewhere back here. See how many white fucking trucks there are? It's insane. This one's a great spot, like, and it all the white trucks add up to one thing. It's just like, what building are they near? And call out the white truck. Be like, yo, I saw one, he's white truck behind A building, or behind D's, he's white truck on our side. There you go. That's all you have to do. So everything is just like, putting yourself on head glitch positions. This is our white truck. Now, we would call this white truck like we'd call that one over there white truck, because it's on our side, and it's a spot where people go all the time. Great little head glitch. You can see, tin cut. You also are open till grandma's window. It's a dangerous spot, and you can also peek into there. Another spot people sit, right around this corner, just watching tracks room. It's a good spot. You see him right here. White truck, yellow barrel. He's on yellow barrel, white truck, and, all little shit like that. Inside of A, I mean, this whole building is just, A building, and this would be, D's. Anything inside of here would be double D's, and also another great spot to sit. If you're sitting here, we know we got your back. It's just a great spot to peek white truck, and you can just keep doing this. It's dangerous because you can get shot through this, but it's a good spot to peek. So we have backside. We have backside A. Where all the cars are. Red truck. Great spot. I know you know this spot. It's a great spot to watch. If I can mantle something, Jesus Christ. Watching warehouse. Some people call it tin, but that confuses us with our tin cut. I would just call it warehouse. Warehouse windows, warehouse door. Simple shit like that. You can do wall rides off this. Kids around the corner. You can, and kids do sit here, by the way. So it's a dangerous push, but so now we got warehouse in here. Anywhere in this building is fucking warehouse. Now hardpoint's different. When we have people up there, I would call this warehouse door, or yellow barrel warehouse, something like that. Now we're back to silos. All this shit silos. This is our jump wall. Just jump over it, and now you're on white truck, and now you're in a good spot. So you can see kids here, and like they could be white truck, and all of a sudden they can just be fucking gone in seconds, and now they're going warehouse and they're pushing A most likely. Grandma's back window. Now we don't really play up here a lot in S&D. It could be bathtub, it could be toilet, anywhere. If you call those things out, you pretty much know it's in this back room. Front, you got front grandma's jump, you got front, grandma's window. If you see grandma's window, they're in this window right here. I mean, it's so self-explanatory, but it does need to be told. Bottom grandma's, they could sit down here. Grandma's stairs, there's only one set of stairs. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much more to it. Mainly we push B. You know, you can come mid. Mid is dangerous because once you peek this corner, he could be sitting right there, right there, right there. You know, right there. It's a tough spot, but you know, Brando usually comes here, or he'll go, you know, grandma's up there, and basically, you know, try to see if you can get a kill. You get a kill, but you know, kids sit up there. There's so many spots in this situation where it's dangerous. That's why we usually push B, because you know, we know kids are isolated. Back spawn, you know, we'll come over here. I'll take a wall ride and I'll fucking pre-aim a stun and I'll get it down there, and then you know, try to back up. Kids do sit in this corner. And it's all, you know, at that point, it's just self-explanatory of where you are, you know. It's you don't have to be the perfect call-outs. It just has to be something that you see, and you'll figure it out. I mean, the more you play, the more you'll learn, the more you'll get call-outs. I mean, it takes a little bit of time. But,
switching sides.
So that's pretty much that map. So that's Fringe. We did play it well. So this is obviously whatever.